Have you ever looked up at the night sky? Have you ever wondered what's out there, beyond the clouds? Or maybe you have wondered something smaller. Why does your toast always seem to land butter side down? These questions, big and small, all start in the same place. They begin inside the most amazing machine in the known universe. This machine is your brain. It is your personal spaceship of the imagination. It can travel to distant galaxies or explore the tiniest atom. It is the source of every idea, every dream, and every single thought you have ever had. Your brain is always working, even when you are asleep. It is constantly processing information from the world around you. It takes in sights, sounds, and feelings. Then it tries to make sense of it all. It builds a map of your reality, a personal model of the cosmos. This map helps you navigate your day. It helps you decide what to eat for breakfast. It helps you recognize a friend's face in a crowd. Every person's map is a little different. It is shaped by everything you have ever learned and everything you have ever experienced since you were born. Think of your mind as a vast library. Every book on its shelves is a memory, a belief, or a fact you have learned. When you face a new problem, your brain quickly searches this library for a similar story. It looks for a pattern it has seen before. This is a very useful skill. It helps you learn to ride a bike and then remember how, years later. It helps you understand a new story because you have read other stories before. These mental patterns are the pathways your thoughts naturally follow, like rivers carving canyons through a landscape over millions of years. But what if the library has some books with wrong information? What if the mental maps you use have errors? Everyone has these patterns in their thinking. We all have them. They are a part of being human. They are the software that runs on the hardware of our brains. Understanding these patterns is the first step. It is the first step toward unlocking the full power of your mind. It is like learning the controls of your own personal spaceship. You must know how it works before you can truly explore the universe of possibilities. Your brain is incredibly powerful, but it is also a master of saving energy. Thinking hard uses up a lot of fuel. To be more efficient, your brain loves to take shortcuts. We call these mental shortcuts heuristics. Imagine you are walking in a forest and see a long, thin shape on the path. You might jump back instantly. You don't stop to carefully examine it. Your brain uses a shortcut. Long, thin shape on the ground could be a snake. It is better to be safe than sorry. This quick thinking keeps you safe from danger and helps you make thousands of small decisions every single day without getting tired. These shortcuts work most of the time. They are very useful for survival. They allow us to function in a complex world. But sometimes these shortcuts can lead to mistakes. They can cause glitches in our thinking. We call these glitches cognitive biases. They are like small errors in the brain's programming. They can make us see patterns that are not really there. Or they can make us ignore important information simply because it does not fit what we already believe. It is like looking at the cosmos through a warped telescope. You see a distorted picture of reality. One common thinking error is called confirmation bias. This is our brain's tendency to look for information that confirms what we already believe. It also makes us ignore information that challenges our beliefs. If you believe that a certain sports team is the best, you will probably notice all the articles and statistics that prove you are right. You might not even see the news that shows their weaknesses. Your brain filters the world to protect your existing map. It does not like to redraw the map because that takes a lot of energy and effort. Another glitch is the availability heuristic. This happens when we think something is more common just because we can remember it easily. For example, after seeing many news reports about plane crashes, you might feel that flying is very dangerous. You might forget that car accidents are far more common. The dramatic and memorable images of a plane crash are more available to your brain, so your brain's shortcut leads to the wrong conclusion. These cosmic glitches in our thinking happen to everyone, from the youngest child to the most brilliant scientist. The good news is that you are not stuck with these thinking errors. You can learn to spot them. You can learn to correct your course. You are the captain of your own mind. The first step is simply to know that these biases exist. By understanding that your brain takes shortcuts, you can start to question your own thoughts. Think of it like a scientist testing a theory. Your first thought is just a hypothesis, not a final answer. You must be willing to look for evidence that might prove your first instinct wrong. This is the essence of critical thinking. One powerful technique is to actively seek out different viewpoints. Try to step outside of your own mental bubble. If you have a strong opinion about something, make a real effort to understand the other side. Read an article or watch a video from a perspective that you disagree with. Talk to someone who holds a different belief. The goal is not necessarily to change your mind. The goal is to see the issue from more than one angle. This helps you build a more complete and accurate map of reality, one that is less distorted by the gravity of your own biases. Another simple tip is to slow down your thinking, especially for important decisions. When you feel a strong emotional reaction like anger or excitement, that is when your brain's shortcuts are most active. Take a moment, breathe. Give the more logical, slower part of your brain a chance to catch up. Ask yourself some simple questions. What am I assuming? What evidence do I have? Is there another way to look at this situation? Just pressing pause for a few seconds can prevent you from making a decision based on a faulty mental glitch. You can also try a technique called thinking in bets. Instead of thinking I am right, try thinking I am about 70% sure I am right. This small change in language opens up your mind. It acknowledges that you could be wrong. It makes you more curious about the other 30%. It turns you from a defender of a belief into an explorer of reality. This is how scientists think. They are never 100% certain. They are always open to new evidence that could lead to a better, more accurate understanding of the cosmos. Changing your thinking habits is like exercising a muscle. It might feel difficult at first. You might not see results overnight. But with consistent practice, it becomes easier. Your mind will become more flexible, more curious, and more powerful. Start small. Pick one idea from your day and examine it. Ask yourself why you believe it. Look for the shortcuts your brain might have taken. Celebrate the small moments when you catch yourself in a thinking error and choose a different path. Every time you do this, you are rewiring your own brain. The universe is vast and full of wonders. Your mind is the tool you use to perceive it. By sharpening this tool, you open yourself up to a richer experience of the world. You become a better problem solver, a more empathetic friend, and a more informed citizen. Questioning what you think you know is not a sign of weakness. It is the ultimate sign of strength. It is the spirit of exploration turned inward. It is the courage to admit that the map you have is not the territory itself, and that there is always more to discover. So I encourage you to start today. Embark on this journey of mental exploration. Be curious about your own thoughts, challenge your own assumptions. Look at the world with fresh eyes, as if you are seeing it for the first time. The principles of the cosmos, curiosity, skepticism, and the search for evidence, are the same principles you can use to navigate your own mind. The quest for knowledge begins not by looking out at the stars, but by looking within. The universe is waiting for you to discover it. Do not be afraid to be wrong. Being wrong is just an opportunity to learn something new. Every great scientific discovery was built on the ashes of 100 wrong ideas. Your mind is capable of incredible things. It can understand the laws that govern galaxies and the delicate dance of subatomic particles. It can certainly understand itself. So fire up the engines of your imagination, take the controls, and set a new course toward a smarter, more thoughtful, and more wondrous future. The journey is just beginning.